Before we start, don't mind the backdrop. I'm a cheap bitch. I had to find some curtains. Today we're going to be doing a drugstore makeup tutorial, and I've picked out a load of different products from drugstores here in the UK, and I've decided to do a cheap alternative drag makeup tutorial. So I've decided to do a drugstore makeup tutorial, a cheaper alternative, and I picked out a lot of products here from Superdrug, Savers, Poundshop. I picked out a lot of Revolution products. I picked out some NYX. So if you want to see me transform into a beautiful woman, then please keep on watching. Right, so now I've glued my eyebrows down off camera, I am ready to go straight into primer. Now for primer, I've got the Revolution Pro Pore Primer. Now don't listen to fucking James Charles or Alfie Lux. Primer is essential to makeup. You need primer, I need primer, we all need primer. So I'm gonna get this, just place it onto my fingers, not too much. I'm just going to be placing this where I have my pores and problem areas. Now I've done the primer, we're going to go ahead and use foundation. Now for foundation, I picked out the new Makeup Revolution Fast Base Stick Foundation in the shade F5. Look at that. That is full coverage. Went on super easy, it's really creamy, unlike the TV paint stick. Right, now I've covered my mind, body and soul in foundation, I'm going to go ahead and blend this out using the Makeup Revolution F103 blending brush. It's a dual fibre foundation brush. Just going to go around in circles and blend all this out. Now I've blended everything out using the blending brush, and I went in with a beauty blender just to even it out even more because it is a very creamy foundation. Now we're going to go straight into concealer. Now for the concealer, I picked out the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Correct Colour Correcting Concealer. So we're going to test this out. I got it in the shade White, in CO White. Oh my god, that is white. And I'm going to be placing this everywhere I'm going to highlight, so under the eyes, chin, nose and forehead. Now to blend out the concealer, I'm just going to take the beauty blender that we used before. Now we're going to jump into contour, and I picked up the same Makeup Revolution Fast Base Foundation stick in the shade F15. I'm going to be using for my forehead, cheekbones, jawline, everywhere. If you are new to my channel, by the way, and are seeing this and thinking, what the fuck, then just watch my other tutorial, look at my Instagram, you'll see the kind of makeup I'm going for. So we're going to blend this out with the beauty blender. I'm not going to blend underneath here because we're going for that cut cheek look. Now I've gone and contoured and blended out everything on my face. I'm going to quickly do my eyebrows off camera because I'm just going to take this off now because it looks ridiculous. So now I've done my eyebrows, they are not even sisters, they don't even know each other, they're just strangers who are passing by on the street. So now we're going to set the face with powder. Now I had two powders to choose from. I went out and bought the Maybelline Master Fix Setting and Perfecting Loose Powder. I used this for Leeds Pride and it worked wonders. My makeup did not come off at all, and I was in direct sun for like 6 hours, and in a bar and a club, sweating, wearing a lot, and this just saved the day. Now I also have the new Revolution Pro Loose Finishing Powder, which is a translucent powder yet again. Now I've read that this is used for baking, it can set the face. I don't really know which one to use. I'm actually going to go ahead and use the Revolution Pro Setting Powder because I've heard such great things from Alexis Stone, Soph Does Nails, all of the great YouTubers. So I'm going to get this on a large powder puff that I already have, and I'm just going to powder my entire face. Now we're going to jump into eyeshadow. Now for this eyeshadow look, I'm doing something a bit different. I've been recently doing a much more draggy type eye. I've been taking heavy inspiration from FKA Twink on Instagram and Twitter. And another drag queen I've been taking very heavy inspiration from on Instagram is called @FagInDrag. I absolutely love her eye makeup. She does this amazing under eye liner that I can't get the hang of doing. So I'm going to be taking an eyeshadow palette. I bought 2 of them from Makeup Revolution Pro. I got the Revolution Pro Regeneration Trends Mischief Mattes. This eyeshadow palette right here. It's very colourful, it's got every colour you need. It's got white, it's got nude, it's got orange, yellow, red, green, pink, blue, brown. It's got every bloody colour. It's amazing. It's only, I know this is only £8. Another eyeshadow palette that I've got from Makeup Revolution, which I got for my 20th birthday, was the Reloaded Iconic Division palette. Now it looks like this. It's kind of a dupe for the Subculture palette. First thing I'm going to be doing is priming my eye with some concealer. Same concealer we used before. To set the primer that we just placed down, I'm going to be taking the shade Stained, which is this white colour, patting that on top. Now we're going to jump into some colour. So for the first colour, I'm going to be taking a Kylie Cosmetics brush. I know this isn't a drugstore brush, but you can literally use any brush. All the other brushes I've got are from eBay. This is just the one with pink in it. I'm going to take the shade Fearless, which is this light pink shade right here. It's like a Barbie pink. I'm just going to be placing that right here, right where my natural brow bone is, and right where my nose meets the brow bone. Now I'm going to be taking the shade Underdog, which is right underneath Fearless. That's kind of a hot pink shade on the same brush that I just used before, same Kylie Cosmetics brush. I'm just going to be applying that right along the crease and just blending it out to bring out more colour and depth. So I'm going to be taking the next shade called Ricochet. It's a much darker berry kind of colour. It's the one right next to Underdog, right here. So I'm going to be taking this on a smaller fluffy brush, and I'm going to be placing this right where the crease is and just blending it out slightly with this brush. Now for the next shade, I'm going to be taking the same brush, and I'm going to be taking the shade Haunted, which is the deepest kind of plum dark purple colour. I'm just going to be adding this right into the crease and blending it out ever so slightly. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut the crease halfway using the same concealer we've used for everything. And I'm just going to be taking a flat, cheap brush that I normally contour my nose with, but hey ho. Now I've cut my crease with the concealer by Makeup Revolution, same concealer. I've also opened up my inner highlight. I put it a bit further down than normal and brought it upwards because my eyeshadow is going to go right underneath here. It's going to all smoke out, and I'm just going to have a massive open inner eye. Now I'm going to set that with the Saint powder from the Makeup Revolution palette we just used. Now just to blend out these outer corners, I'm going to take that blending brush and just blend the purple shades and pink shades to the white. Now for underneath on my lower lash line, I'm actually going to take this same fluffy small brush, and I'm just going to take the shade Ricochet, the burgundy type maroon kind of shade. I'm just going to go underneath this open eye area ever so slightly. Now for the next part, we need to add some depth where this white part is. I'm just going to be taking the shade Curse, which is the darkest colour in this palette. Just taking that on this flat brush. And I'm just going to be placing it right where the line is, underneath. Now I am going to take this Revolution Pro liner and I am going to line on top. I'm not doing a wing, I'm just going to line my lash line, do a little inner corner liner just to match everything together. So now I've done my liquid liner, I'm going to jump in straight to mascara whilst I'm here. And I'm going to be using the Soap and Glory Thick and Fast High Definition Collagen Coat Mascara. Now I've done my mascara, I'm just going to jump in and add some glitter. I'm going to put it where we've got the white at the moment. The glitter I've got is a glitter shaker by Stargazer. Comes in a little tub like this. I do recommend using a cheap glitter. Like this is from The Look, which is just a local drugstore. Does really, really cheap makeup. Like the cheapest makeup you can buy. I do like the NYX glitter pots, but they are more expensive, and since this is just glitter, you can't really go wrong with cheap glitter. Now for a glue for the glitter, I'm just going to take some Duo Lash Glue, the Duo Eyelash Adhesive in white, and I'm just going to use this all over the lid. Now keeping my eyes open, I'm going to get the sponge part of this brush. It's just a makeup sponge they get with every cheap palette, it comes free with everything. Get the glitter in a dish or the lid, grab it on and just place it all over the crease. So now we've finally done the eye makeup, we've finally completed the eyes. So I'm ready to move on to the face. Now for the face, I am going to contour and highlight using the NYX contour palette. I used this in my last video tutorial. It's amazing, it does the job. So I'm going to be taking this kind of flat, fluffy face brush. I'm going to be taking the shade Soft Light, which is this shade here. I'm just going to be placing this on the highlighted areas, so under the eyes, under the cheeks, around the mouth, etc. Now for contouring, I'm just going to be taking the Makeup Revolution F105, just a contoured angle brush. I'm going to be taking all of the below shades, to be honest, starting off the lighter two in the middle, and then the bronzer, and then the darker shade. So for nose contour, I'm going to be taking the same brush that I used last time. It's just an angled, fluffy brush. And I'm going to be using the same contour palette that I used on my face, the NYX Pro palette one. And I'm just going to be taking the two coolest tones in the middle and just blending out the lines that I've already placed. Now for blush, I've been really loving quite a bronzy orange type blush. So I'm going to be using the Revolution Pro palette in Regeneration again. I'm going to be taking the shade Daydream, which is this beautiful orange shade, this one right here. I'm just going to be taking this on a Ted Baker blush brush. Now I've basically done the face, we need to prepare for highlighting. Now I did not buy a setting spray from any drugstore because I think they're all crap. So my cheaper alternative than setting sprays is water. So this is a MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus bottle, which I did originally buy, but I've just emptied it. Well, I've just used it all, and then I filled it up with some water just as a cooling spray instead of buying cooling sprays from like Evian or something. And this, I grabbed it to set my makeup because I'm a dumbass and I thought it was actually Fix Plus. But using water does get rid of that excess powdery substance on your face that Fix Plus is for. It doesn't set the makeup, it won't make it last forever, but it'll get rid of that powdery finish. So I'm just going to be using this. Now for highlighters, I have two options. I have a Makeup Revolution highlighter, the Duo Baked highlighter. This is a really old one. The stickers come off on the front, it's still on the back. So there's a pink and a white gold colour. Now this is really, really blinding. And we also have a Makeup Revolution Illuminator powder. Now I only know this because I've used it that much. I've used it that much that this label's come off on the front and the back. That's just design developed, whatever. So I'm going to be taking this brush, which is the Morphe M510, used by Jeffree Star, Laura Lee, and I'm going to grab the Duo Baked highlighter, mix them both together, and add a little bit more of the pink one. This is a pink look. I'm just going to place this on the cheekbones, these parts of the head, the nose, the chin and the upper lip. Now I've highlighted using those Revolution powders, I'm going to get started on the lips. Now for lips, I always use this lip liner. It's from W7 Lip Twister. It's like £1 from the look. So I'm just going to line the lips and overdraw them, and I'll be right back. Now I have lined my lips, and during that my light has decided to die, one of my beauty lights. So I am sorry for the inconsistency and the two shadows now behind me. And the one lipstick that I have got from a drugstore brand, just one, is a Rimmel London lipstick. It is the Kate collection. It's just a pinky nude lip. Now I wouldn't put this with this look, I'd use a general nude lipstick. But we're going for this because it's the only drugstore item I have. Now this lipstick is a beautiful colour, however it is not a matte lipstick, it is a satin lipstick. So it is going to transfer. So I'm going to be using the Rimmel London Oh My Gloss, which I have used with this lipstick before because it's the colour of the lipstick and it was clear to begin with. So I'm just going to apply this over the top of the lipstick. So now it's time for lashes. Now for lashes I went for something different than my previous tutorial. So now I've got some cheaper lashes, which I've custom created myself because I am that cheap bitch. And these are a mixture of lashes from Savers and Poundshop. Now these lashes are £2 each, or about $1.50. They're just really cheap lashes from Savers, and they do them in Poundshop as well. So I'm going to apply these onto my lash line, and I'm going to be using just some hair bonding glue. Now I've put on my under eye lashes. Now I love these, make it very doll-like, very fashionable. And now I'm basically done. This is the finished look. I am now going to go and put on a wig and an outfit, and I will be right back. Hi guys, this is the finished look. I am very happy with this look, to be honest. I can't believe it's all drugstore makeup. So thank you very much guys for watching another one of my tutorials. I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial and this look. I really enjoyed this new drag look I've got going on. I hope you didn't mind my shitty backdrop, or the light going out, or the camera running out of battery, or me breaking my lip liner, me gluing on my lashes wrong, and my eyebrows poking through. Thank you again for watching. Bye guys.